Hello everybody, my name is Memo, this is my channel FancyMemo. Welcome back to my channel, and we're back again with another vinyl record collection video. This is my fifth one. I have a playlist. If you haven't seen my other vinyl record collection videos, you can check them out. I also have vinyl record unboxings that you can check out as well. All of the awesome records I have on the wall have been shown up before in either a vinyl record unboxing or vinyl record collection video. So if you're curious about any of these or any other records I have, check out the playlist. Yeah, I've got some spicy records today, boys and girls. And yeah, I've been spending a lot more money than I should be lately on records. It's actually kind of getting bad, but I love them and I'm excited to show them off today. But before I do that, please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I do music related content like this, record unboxings, record collection videos, and I also react to albums, react to songs, review sometimes. Just talk about music here. So if you like music, subscribe to me. I'm sorry, it's hot right now. I'm gonna be sweaty. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't already. I talk a lot about music on my Twitter. Also hand out feature videos on my Twitter. So if that's interesting to you, go to my Twitter. And on my Instagram, I sometimes discuss music. A lot of times I update my record collection there. So if you want more frequent updates, go to my Instagram. And it's a bit more personal there. You get to know a little bit more about me. And if you're cool, maybe you have a cool vinyl record collection yourself, or you're just a cool person in general, I usually follow back. So if you're a cool person, maybe have a cool collection, DM me. Let's chat. I'll probably follow you back. By the way, shout out to Gavin Arts on Instagram. He DM'd me on Instagram. He's a good artist. He ended up making this awesome YouTube banner and YouTube profile picture for me. He's a cool dude. Go check him out. I know he watches these record videos, so thanks again for the awesome art you've done for me. Shout out to your brother. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this collection. All right, let's start things off with a little lie. I said this is a vinyl record collection. I promise you, there are lots of vinyl records I want to show off. But before I do that, I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna be showing off, believe it or not, CDs. Yes, CDs. I only have two. One of them I've had for a long time, and the other I just got recently. So I just feel like showing them off. And we'll start off with the old one, which is Eminem with the Eminem Show. Classic Eminem album. One of my favorite Eminem albums. Here's the back with the track list. Amazing album. Love the rapping, love the production. Let's open this up. Here we go. Pretty snazzy. Comes with a little booklet with some credits and images from the, I believe, the recording session. So yeah, if you didn't know, Eminem is one of the first rappers I've ever listened to. So even though his recent material hasn't been the best, he will always have a special place in my heart just for all the things he's done for me when it comes to getting into music. And he's still a talented guy. Pretty good lyricist for the most part. He just does have occasional duds, but this album, it's no dud. Very, very fire. I still don't know what's my favorite Eminem album. It's obviously out of the first three. It's one of them. Don't know which one. This might be my favorite though. Executive produced by Dr. Dre. Legend. And yeah, this whole album is just legendary. Eminem is legendary. I can't get enough of this album. Songs I would recommend: White America, Cleaning Out My Closet, Soldier, Without Me. Oh my gosh, that's such a good song. Sing for the Moment is also amazing. Haley's song, When the Music Stops, and let's say Till I Collapse. That song, mwah! Fantastic album. Classic 2000s rap album. Give it a listen if you haven't, but it's Eminem. Who hasn't listened to Eminem? It's a timeless classic. Give it a listen. Mwah. Next is a newer album. In fact, it came out this year, and it's the reason why I want to show off some of my CDs. Boom! Brockhampton. Best boy bands is One Direction, Roadrunner, New Light, New Machine. Came out this year. Here's the back. The reason why I bought this, other than the music being very good, is that I'm a sucker for these CD album covers like Yeezus or Beer Bongs and Bentleys, and Brockhampton did the same thing with Roadrunner. I just think they're cool for some reason. I don't have a good explanation, I just think they're cool. Here's the inside. Pretty dope. Comes with a little image. Here's that inside of that, and then the back right here. Fantastic album. I'm not gonna go into too much detail because I'm planning on making 10 favorite albums of the year so far video in July probably, and this album is definitely gonna be in there. But something I will say, I love how diverse this album is. I love how they try a lot of new things, like having a lot more features, like Danny Brown kills it. Peggy kills it. If it wasn't for the Danny Brown feature, ASAP Ferg would probably have my favorite feature, which it's funny because I don't really listen to that much ASAP Ferg, but he went insane. The features on this album kill it. Each member of the boy band kill it. It can be very fun, but it could also be very emotional as well. I don't want to get too into it right now because of the video, but check out this album if you haven't. Songs I would recommend: Buzzcut featuring Danny Brown, Chain On featuring JPEG Mafia, Bankroll featuring ASAP Rocky and ASAP Ferg, The Light, What's the Occasion, When I Ball, Don't Shoot Up the Party, The Light Part 2. The CD has the bonus tracks, which includes Birdo's Interlude, Jeremiah, Sex, Pressure Bow Wow featuring SSG Kobe. So if that interests you, maybe get the CD or listen to it on Spotify, since it's now out on Spotify. Alright, those are the only 2 CDs I have for today, but I have a big fat record collection that I'm gonna show off right now. The records are actually very diverse in genre. You'll see. We're gonna start with a pop record and a must-have if you're a vinyl record collector. If you don't have this in your collection, get it, because it's a classic filled with hits, and I am talking about the world's biggest selling album ever, Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yo, who the fuck put Michael Jackson in the freezer?
Classic. The definition of classic. Here's the back. As I said about Eminem, Eminem got me very into rap music, but Michael Jackson got me into music in general. He was like one of the first English artists I've ever listened to. Growing up, my parents would always play Spanish music, but once they played Michael Jackson, I got hooked. Like, how could you not be hooked with a guy whose voice is so good? He's a hit maker, a very talented singer. Okay, I'm gonna show off the gatefold now. You know, it's just Michael Jackson with a baby tiger just casually laying there. What? And I don't believe the record itself is anything special. The sleeve is pretty cool though. It's Michael and Paul McCartney fighting over a girl. Here's Michael and his lady friend at the movie theaters for Thriller. Classic music video, by the way. I don't even think I had to say that. And yeah, the sleeves have the lyrics. It's just a black record. Very big part of my childhood. I don't think I'd be so into music now if it wasn't for Michael Jackson and this album. Amazing record. The songs I would recommend, which is basically all of them: Wanna Be Starting Something, Baby Be Mine, Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, Human Nature, PYT, Pretty Young Thing, and The Lady in My Life. The only song I didn't mention is The Girl Is Mine, which features Paul McCartney. It's okay, just a little weird how they're like fighting for a girl, and I'm not particularly a fan of the spoken word passages. They're like conversation together. I just think it like throws off the flow of the song. But yeah, fantastic record. I love it a lot. That was my pop record. This is also a pop record. It's also like a swing kind of thing. A compilation album from a legend, Frank Sinatra. This is the ultimate Sinatra collection with hits on hits on hits. So my mom is a big fan of Frank Sinatra, and although I don't listen to him often, I do love his voice. He has such a gorgeous voice. I wanted to get this record not only because I love his voice and the music on this record is amazing, and of course I've heard his hits and his hits are on this thing, but I also wanted to get it because my mom loves Frank Sinatra, so we could listen to it together. Here is the gatefold. Pretty cool. He has the credits for each song. Such a cool image. Different musicians that put in the work just to help him make the music. That's incredible, man. Sleeves aren't anything special. They're just white. But the record themselves. Woo! Look at this. What a gorgeous blue this is. Look at that. I love this blue so much. It looks very good. Big fan of this record right here. Not only does the music sound nice, but the record looks nice, dude. Can't get enough of this. Frank has a huge discography, so I don't think I'm willing to dive into it. So that is why I got the compilation album. I think that's the way to go. Just check out his hits. Be a casual Frank Sinatra listener and just enjoy some good music. And if you want to get into Frank Sinatra, I definitely recommend this record, Ultimate Sinatra. Check out the hits. They're great. Alright, we went from pop, we went to pop swing music, and the next artist is R&B. I'm a big fan of this guy. I actually have 2 of his records to show off here today. I have one of them already. I'll show off this one first. These 2 records are from Paak, and the first one I'm going to show off is Malibu. Look at the cover art! Tell me this isn't amazing. If you do, I'll stab you. I think it's the heat. I'll blame the heat for being very weird today. I'm sorry. Beautiful album cover. Here's the back. Beautiful album cover for an album that is pretty beautiful. No gatefold on this one. Ooh, I forgot. There is a poster that comes along with this. Small enough to show off for like this. Look at that. They're underwater. So this is definitely a very popular album. It was actually kind of hard to find this album on vinyl. The record themselves are black. The sleeves themselves are white, so I'm not going to show them off. But yeah, amazing album. A lot of people say this is Paak's best album. I don't know. I love Malibu. I love Oxnard. And I love the next album I'm about to show off. I love them all so much. It's hard to choose. It's like choosing a child, your favorite child. Andy is just so talented. He can do no wrong. And I'm so happy that he's been blowing up this year, working with Bruno Mars. He deserves to blow up. He's just that talented. Yeah, songs I would recommend. The Bird. Heart Don't Stand a Chance. Put Me Through. Am I Wrong? Featuring Schoolboy Q. Parking Lot. Lightweight featuring the Free Nationals United Fellowship Choir. Room in Here. Your Prime. Come Down. Silicon Valley. Celebrate. And The Dreamer featuring Talib Kweli and Timon Family Choir. So yeah, check out this album if you haven't already. Classic. Good summery vibes. Could be sad, but could be very fun as well. The other Paak album I got recently is Ventura. Just like the idea of naming his album after cities in California, especially since I'm from California. It's nice to hear it. Pretty cool. Here's the back with a track list with amazing features. They're amazing. I'll get into it soon, but I'll show off the rest of the record. This record actually does have a gatefold with some cool images of him with like Dr. Dre, with Mac Miller, and he has this little thank you message to not only the people who worked on this record with him, not only to his fans, but also to Mac Miller. A few months before this album was released, Mac Miller passed away. He had a message for Mac Miller, a little message for Nate Dogg, who features on this album in a way. It's a very touching message. Here's the sleeve. I really like the drawings all over this thing. I like how everything's like handwritten. There's like drawings all over as if his kid did it. Pretty cute. I like that idea. And the record itself is black, so I'm not gonna take that out. As I said, it's hard to choose my favorite Anderson .Paak album. They're all very great, but part of me does want to say Ventura, because I feel like it culminates the best of both Malibu and Oxnard. Malibu for the singing and the amount of emotion in that album that he expresses in his voice. Oxnard has so much charisma to it, and I love the rapping and the lyricism there. And I feel like this album implements some traits from both albums and makes it into like a new experience. This was recorded around the time that Oxnard was recorded, so the production is pretty similar to what's on Oxnard, but it's definitely more singing. There's not that much rapping on this thing, so I don't know. It might be my favorite Anderson .Paak album. Let's do song recommendations right here. I would recommend Come Home featuring Andre 3000. Do I need to continue? What an amazing feature. 3 Stacks, kill it. He decimates it. Next track is a hit. I love this song. My sister loves it too. Make It Better featuring Smokey Robinson. Do you wanna make it better? Reaching Too Much featuring Lala Hathaway. Good Heels featuring Jasmine Sullivan. King James. Chosen One featuring Sonia Elise. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Jet Black featuring Brandy. Jet Black Hair, baby jet black hair. Twilight. And What Can We Do featuring Nate Dogg, which, oh my gosh, such an amazing closer to the album. Very touching moment. Fantastic. Love it. Alright, next record. This album doesn't stray far from the last 2 records. I guess you could call it alternative R&B. I don't know. This album comes from The Weeknd. It's the House of Balloons. I'm not gonna show off the cover art too much for reasons you know. I'll show you the back though. Woo. The short track list. Gatefold is actually pretty lame. It's just black. I got this from a local record store. A very random find. Here's the sleeve with the track list and I believe, yeah, credits. Here's the other sleeve with track list and credits. Nothing too interesting. Black record. Before After Hours was released, I wasn't like the biggest fan of The Weeknd. Not the biggest fan. I was more of a casual fan. I really like The Weeknd's hits, but I never really gave his albums or mixtapes a chance. I tried, but I never got into it. It wasn't until After Hours where I was like, whoa, that's pretty dope. So after listening to After Hours, I wanted to give him another chance. So I started with House of Balloons, and man, this is good. I don't know why it never clicked to me before, but now that I re-listened to it, it's amazing. A very raw album. His singing is cool, but the production and just the atmosphere of the entire album is so dark and toxic, a little eerie. It's very interesting. I really like it. Basically love the entire thing. Songs I would recommend: High for This, What You Need, House of Balloons / Glass Table Girls, The Morning, Wicked Games, Coming Down, Locked Music, The Knowing, and 28. Amazing mixtape. I don't know why this didn't click with me at first, but I'm happy I gave it another chance because it's amazing. Next record is my very first Spanish record. This album actually came out this year and I am obsessed with it. So the artist is called Tangana and the album is called El Madrileño. I'm sorry for butchering it. My Spanish isn't that good. Here's the cover. And I'm actually obsessed with this album. Just like the Brockhampton one, I'll discuss more on why I love this album so much in my 10 favorite albums of the year so far video. Here's the back, by the way. Here's the gatefold with a bunch of credits and like the title of the album. The album's black sleeve with this on it. I believe it's the I don't know what this is, to be honest. SM? What does that stand for? I don't know. One of my favorite albums of the year. It makes me really appreciate Spanish music a lot more because I never really did appreciate it growing up listening to it as a kid. But after listening to this and seeing how he blended traditional Spanish music and made it more modern, at points futuristic, makes me appreciate the traditions and the culture even more. Even though this is from a Spanish artist, I'm not Spanish. It just makes me appreciate the language even more. It makes me want to get better at Spanish too. Hopefully I can do that soon, but who knows. Songs I would recommend, which is basically all of them. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher the names. Definitely check out the album though. Demasiadas mujeres, tú me dejaste de querer, comerte entera, nunca estoy un veneno, te olvidaste, cambia, Los Tontos, and Hong Kong. Love, 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 love this album. Amazing. Mwah. Next album is a hardcore hip-hop, hardcore rap album from a duo that you guys will probably know. And the duo is Run the Jewels, Killer Mike and LP. And this is Run the Jewels 3. But boom, look at that. Look at that cover art. Amazing rap duo. LP, friend of the channel. I can't believe that was over a year ago. He shouted out my channel. What a crazy timeline 2020 was. Here's the back with the track list and the golden glove. Dano's glove. Hello. Look at this gatefold. They are like the coolest rappers ever. Like, look how cool they look. They have credits right there, but it was told in a very Run the Jewels way. The album comes with this little poster of the fist, the hand and fist. Very cool. The sleeves aren't interesting, but the record is a nice gold color. Look at that. What? I have Run the Jewels 4 on vinyl, and it came with a pink and gold record. The gold is definitely not the same. I think I like the gold on this record more than Run the Jewels 4. Just my opinion though. What a dope record from a dope duo. One of the best rap duos in history. Call me crazy, but I seriously think we should be discussing Run the Jewels a lot more when it comes to the best duos in hip hop. Even though they're in the conversation, they're usually not in the #1 conversation. I know Outkast is amazing, and I'm not mad at anybody who would say Outkast is the best duo in hip hop, but I don't know. Run the Jewels definitely deserve more shine. I forgot. It also comes with this little booklet. It has the lyrics. It has the lyrics and credits. This is all the lyrics. There's credits on the blue page. Here's the back with like some thank yous from both Mike and Jamie. You know what's a song that I like rapping to? Legend Has It, one of their leading singles to the album. Doctors of death, curing our patients of breath. We are the pain you can trust. Crooked at work, cooking up curses and slurs. Smoking my brain into mush. I'll be so sick. We are the murderers pair that went to jail and we murdered the murderers there. Then went to hell and discovered the devil delivered some hurt and despair. Oh my gosh, Killer Mike is so dope. Amazing rap album. Not my favorite Run the Jewels album. Run the Jewels 4, I've said it before, is my favorite. But this record is just amazing. All of their albums are amazing. I would love to have all of them on vinyl. I think it's hard to get Run the Jewels 1 and 2 on vinyl, but that's definitely a goal of mine to get those two eventually. So hopefully I can do that. Songs I would recommend: Down featuring Joy Gilliam, Talk to Me, Legend Has It of course, Call It Tickerton, Hate Kids featuring Danny Brown, Don't Get Captured, 2100 featuring Boots, Everybody Stay Calm, Oh Mama, another amazing single, Thursday in the Danger Room featuring Kamasi Washington, and A Report to the Shareholders, Kill Your Masters. Amazing way to end off the album. Brilliant work from a brilliant duo. Can't get enough. Mwah. Alright, I'm excited for this one. This next one is a dance record from probably the best dance duo ever. I don't know any other dance duos, but these guys are definitely legends, and it's Daft Punk with Random Access Memories. What a legendary album. Some of the songs here was the soundtrack to my middle school life. Like, I'll get into it more when I discuss the track list, but like the amount of memories I have with some of these songs, I can't believe they're retired. Here's the gatefold. Comes with this little pamphlet with some imagery, and I believe, yes, there are credits. Helmets are dope, by the way. Yeah, these are the lyrics, some more credits, and another helmet, and track list. Record themselves, aren't anything crazy. White sleeve, black record, not gonna pull it out because you know what that looks like. Amazing, fantastic album. And although everybody says Discovery is the best album, and it probably is, I go back to Random Access Memories a lot more. Mostly because of the memories, you know? I just have so many memories with this album. Listening to the hits, of course. That's how I discovered Daft Punk. Listening to songs like Get Lucky, even though it was kind of overplayed, I'll be honest. But after taking a break, going back to it, it is so good. This album is very good. I can't get enough of it. It is so weird, groovy, kind of emotional. Like, there's moments where I just get goosebumps. Very impressive work. And unfortunately, earlier this year, Daft Punk have said that they are retiring. Sad news for the music world, but at least they ended off on a high note. Love it a lot. Very obsessed with it. It gets addicting. It's very catchy, very fun, and very impactful. Songs I would recommend: Give Life Back to Music, The Game of Love, Yorgio by Mordoro, Within, Instant Crush, Love Yourself to Dance, Touch, Get Lucky, Fragment of Time, Doing It Right, and Contact. Very explosive way to end off the album. Love this album a lot. Very big part of my middle school life. Made a big impact on my younger self. Can't get enough of this album. It means a lot to me. I love this album a lot. Mwah. Alright, next album is the last album I'm gonna show off in detail. It's an abstract hip-hop album from one of my favorite artists of all time, and unfortunately he passed away last Halloween. Kind of ironic if you know who I'm talking about. He passed away on Halloween, but none of us knew until I believe New Year's. The artist I'm talking about is MF Doom, which was a difficult loss. That loss messed me up a little bit. That one was tough. It honestly was. Not trying to get all moody here. Let's talk about the good stuff. And the good stuff is, of course, this album, Food by MF Doom. What a brilliant and genius album this is. And you know how long it took me to get this flippin' record here? I've been wanting to get this for a while now, but after Doom died, I was like, you know what? I should finally grab this record. But guess what? Sold out everywhere. You know why? Scalpers were trying to sell this record at a much higher cost. It was disgusting. They're leeching off of Doom's legacy here, selling it for over $100. And I'm glad I was patient. I'm so glad I never caved in, because I would rather get it from the website, the official Doom website, and have the proceeds go to his family instead of a scalper. So I'm very glad I got this for a reasonable price because it was off the website, and in a way helps the family out. Here's the back, by the way. Doom eating food. You know what's an interesting fact I didn't know about? First of all, I had no idea that this wasn't MF Doom. It's actually this guy. He's MF Doom. I didn't even know this guy was there for like the longest time until like someone pointed it out, and it blew my mind. Gatefold. This record is beautiful. It comes with 2 LPs, and they're both colored, but in different colors. This one right here, it's like a Shrek green. Oh, this is so cool. Look how clean that looks. Beautiful. It also comes with an access code for the album. But y'all probably didn't want to know that. Y'all probably want to know what's the other color of the other record. I'll show you right now. It's this lovely pink. Look at this pink. Look how pretty this is. Bam, look at that. Amazing. Absolutely love this album. It's basically a perfect album. Near perfect, at least. The production is fantastic. Doom does not get enough credit for his production skills. Mostly because his rapping ability is just so good that you forget that his producing ability is also so good. Lyrically, genius. I can't believe this is real. Like, he's using food for different analogies. I think the easiest one to explain is beef rap, because beef is also fighting, and in this song he's talking about how whack it is for rappers to be fighting all the time, and he will say like, beef isn't good for you because red meat isn't good for you, and it's bad for your cholesterol. And stuff like that is brilliant. Only Doom is smart enough to make an album like this. Production is crazy. Some of my favorite MF Doom songs are in this album. Songs I would recommend: Beef Rap, of course, Hoe Cakes, Pot Holders featuring Count Bass D, One Beer, Deep Fried Friends, Con Carne, Con Queso, Rap Snitch Niches featuring Mr. Fantastic. What a banger that is. Vomit Spit, Cookies. Amazing project. I love this album so much. I miss Doom a lot. And although I'm gonna complain a little, they kind of did me dirty with the packaging. There's some scratches and some bends and some creases all over the packaging on this record. And although that sucks, I'm just really happy I'm able to get this album on vinyl. I've been looking for this for months and months and months, and I'm just glad I have it in my collection now, even if it's a little torn up, just a little bit. Alright, that was the last album I was going to show in detail, but I will shout out these two albums here. This is Tkay Maidza's Last Year Was Weird Volume 2, and this is CZARFACE and MF Doom, speaking of MF Doom, Super What, the exclusive Gastral edition, and this is it, Urban Outfitters edition. They're both awesome, killer albums, and I did record unboxings for both of them, so you can check them out if you want to. They're so cool to look at, like wow. Mwah. Mwah. And yeah, that's it for my vinyl record collection part 5. Let's go. I love making these videos. I just love collecting records and just love showing them off. You know, since I have the best record collection in the game. Don't look that up. I'm happy with the records I just got, the records I already have, and the records that are coming in the mail. I need to stop buying records, but it's kind of addicting. I know this series is a fan favorite, so I'm glad that you guys like it as much as I like making these videos. Absolutely love this series. I will definitely continue when I can. So it of course will take time to get more records. Unless I'm gonna be doing what I've been doing and just buying records all willy-nilly. Oh my gosh. I have college to pay for. I want to buy a new car. What am I doing? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a very fun video to film. I always love making these videos, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, that makes sense, right? Comment down below which album of mine do you like the most. So what's your favorite? I will say Food, just because of how long it took me to get that album, and the music itself is also great. So that's probably my favorite album from the bunch I got here today. If you like music related content like this, please subscribe, since that is what I do here. Final record related content, I do it on this channel. Reaction videos, I do it on this channel. Just thoughts on music in general, I do it on this channel. Go check out my videos, please. I'm desperate. If I get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I will with something crazy, because I know that's not gonna happen. I'll go bald for a year. Why not? 2022, I'll go bald if I get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Is that possible? Probably not. I'm just gonna put that out there. Why not? And yeah, I'm done here. So thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. Goodbye.